So happy Monday. It's August 2nd. It's hard to believe. I don't know where July went. I don't know where June went, but here we are in the last stretch of summer. Let's start off with our daily pledge. Today is a new day. I'm ready to be the best me I can be. I will listen so I can learn. I will try hard so my brain can grow. I will not give up. I can learn anything I put my mind to. Today is a new day. I don't know how the rest of your week went or the weekend. It doesn't matter. We need to learn to let those things go, right? Let's stop allowing bad days to continue on to the next day and the next day. If a bad situation or a stressful situation happened, let's quit allowing that to get into the next day. Do you see how that adds up? Over time, all of those negative things keep piling on top of each other. So today is a fresh day. Wipe the slate clean, start over, and really start to focus on what are you going to accomplish from it this week. All right, we'll get to that. Now I'm getting out of hand. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling? How did you wake up feeling? If you feel great today, that's awesome. Use your energy. Use that to be productive. Get some things done. Make your list today of what you're going to accomplish. If you didn't wake up feeling so great, get out your toolbox. Start working on ways to help yourself. Letting go of all of those negative things. If something stressful or something bad happened, we have to learn to brush those things off to continue to make the next day better. Obviously, it depends on the severity. I know lots of different things happen. However, a bad day should not spill into the next day. So that's kind of where I'm going with my topics. I'm all over the place. I knew what I wanted to say today, but I wasn't quite sure how to say it. And so something that I was thinking about this morning, I'm putting my hair up, putting some makeup on. I think about how so many things hold us back. When I think about being motivated, I think about negative thoughts holding us back. I think about negative people holding us back. I think about us not taking good care of ourselves, which prevents us from really excelling at something that we're good at or getting motivated because we haven't taken good care of ourselves. I just think about so many things, and so that's why I have way too many worksheets again, but I hope that you understand my point by the end of it all. And so one thing that's right off the bat that I thought was kind of cute was this little receipt. It's a self-care checkout, okay? See how everything is $0. So I'm going to read it. What could you do today? These are all things that cost you $0 to take good care of yourself. $0. So if you don't have any money, we all are feeling some sort of like financial crunch, right? Then here are things that you can do for yourself that don't cost a dime. Number 1, going out for a stroll, okay? Simply stretching. Did you stretch every day? I try to stretch every day. I think it's good. Not only is it good for you physically, but it's good for you mentally to try and stretch the best you can. Taking a long bath, watching your favorite show, listening to music, using like a facial, do something like that for yourself. Text a friend, take a nap. These are all things that cost you $0 that you can do for self-care. You know, part of it is just taking a moment today. Maybe you're going to work on your devotions. Maybe you're going to work on journaling. Maybe you're going to sit down and you're going to come up with goals for the week. These are all things that are free, that are important to your mental health, that help you take care of yourself, that help you change your mindset. All right? I think about, let's see here. Oh, I have too many worksheets. I don't know where to go. Okay, so I just like visuals. Obviously, none of these worksheets are mine. I find lots of great worksheets on Pinterest, the internet. I'm not this creative, but it at least gives us a talking point, right? And so if you ever want any of my worksheets, please go over to, you can find all of this stuff on Pinterest, like I said, or just Google it on the internet, and just whatever you're looking for, that's what I put in, and I find so many different things. But I just like these visuals because I think it's important. But letting go. So today, if one of the things that if you're struggling, you're stressed out, or you know that there's a lot of things holding you back and you want to move forward, here's a good place to start. I don't know about you guys, but visuals just help me see something differently. And so maybe make yourself some balloons, write in there what your stressor is or what the situation is. and just practice like that's your symbol for letting them go. There are so many things from our past that hold us back. It prevents us from true happiness. It prevents us from excelling. It's like the ball and chain I talk about. If we don't remove the ball and chain, we're not going to be able to go forward. So get out your balloons, write the things in there that stress you out or bother you, and let them go. I know it's easier said than done, but if we practice this every day or at least once a week, hopefully someday it becomes kind of a part of us. It's easier to let things go. Just like I said a few minutes ago. If we let bad days continue to seep into the next day, it just starts to add up. And we should not allow bad days to affect the next day because you know what? Our days are precious. We all know that. Our days are supposed to be spent capitalizing on every minute. So if we need to let things go, we need to do that quickly. Write them in your balloon, let them go. I thought this was cute too. Again, what should you bring with you? When you think of your suitcase, remember we've had suitcases where we've talked about baggage and letting go of baggage and junk and things that do not help you, situations that are stressful, people that are negative. We've talked about, so this is the different baggage. This is all the things you're going to take with you. It's kind of the same concept of like a toolbox, things like that. What are you going to put on the bag and bring with you? What are the things that are important to you? Put them in the suitcase. Those are the things that you carry with you every day. I like this. Again, it's just another metaphor for something to think about. It's just good to see these things. What are you going to put in the bag that you're going to bring with you every day? Are you going to bring with family, friends, things that you're grateful for? What are your tools? What gets you through the day? What do you get up for? What's your purpose? What's your goal? Things like that, okay? So what are you going to bring with you every day? What are you going to put in the box? I liked that. I thought that was great. I think it's interesting. So one of the things that I was kind of going with when I was thinking about a topic today and for motivation is about letting go of the past. Now, I showed you the balloons, but sometimes we need to write about these things. What is it about your past that continues to affect how you live today? What is it about there are certain relationships that have affected you that still affect you today? What about certain situations that you went through that still affect you today? What is it about there? Sometimes even if we're not thinking about it, our brains are like controlling that situation. We know that our brains have special power that prevent us from getting motivated because they're always holding us back from something based out of fear, fear of rejection. Maybe you don't feel like you're confident enough. Maybe you don't think that you deserve it. Whatever it may be, here we go. We're going to write those things down. Part of healing, part of the recovery process, part of managing your mental health is being able to let go of certain things and figuring out a way to accept that, acknowledge that, and then be okay with that. Just because you let things go doesn't mean that hurt is any less. Or that situation didn't exist. However, letting go means you're not going to allow those people or those situations to affect you anymore. No days, no minutes of the day, whatever it may be. So letting go is just simply saying, from here on out, they will not affect me. It doesn't mean it didn't happen and that it wasn't bad or whatever it is. But from here on out, it's not going to affect me. So it says, note to self, stop letting the pain of your past ruin the happiness of your future. Happiness requires letting stuff go. It's time to let things go. Forget about what can't be changed and focus on the future. A lot of times we find ourselves beating ourselves up over things we should have maybe done, we didn't do, maybe things we failed at, maybe things that didn't go well, maybe situations that you gave up and you shouldn't have, whatever it is. We can't go back to that. So I like how that says that we can't go back and change things. They happened. It's a part of who we are and maybe how things were molded for us. But what we can do is starting today, moving forward, we can make better choices. We can let go of those things that control us every day. We can make goals and start making those changes today and not allowing that past to continue to control us because you know what? It happened. And bad things might have happened, or we made bad choices, or we should have did something that we didn't, but you know what? There's nothing we can do about that. It happened. Put that away, and let's start focusing on what we can do moving forward that makes us proud of ourselves, that we can maybe help others and help ourselves, work on our goals, and really start to be kind of what we want to be, right? And so write things down that you need to let go. Maybe you need to let go of certain people or certain situations. Maybe you made a mistake that hurt somebody else. It's okay. You have to forgive yourself. And you also have to forgive other people, but that's a whole nother topic. But for today, we're gonna focus on letting go of things so that you can build back some motivation. Because if we don't let things go, they're always going to hold us back. No matter how good your day is going, no matter how good your week is going, whatever it may be, it starts to creep back in slowly but surely. It's like a creepy little Halloween thing. And it starts to creep back in, and it affects us even when you don't even recognize that it's affecting you. And so sometimes it's visually writing down things you need to let go, put it away, whatever it may be. Let's do a gratitude jar. Maybe today part of letting go is to write about all the things you're grateful for. You're going to write down the things you're going to let go on a balloon. And then you're going to write about, in your little hearts, you're going to write things that make you feel grateful. What are you thankful for? You're thankful for a new opportunity, new goals, a new day. We need to capitalize on every moment that we get. I like this quote. You can't see it because it's pretty faded. But it says, every day we have plenty of opportunities to get angry, stressed, or offended. But what you're doing, I can't even read it myself. But don't, because you're letting them indulge in negative things, and you're giving something outside of yourself power, and you are pushing away happiness. You need to choose to let the little things go. So I guess that's kind of my topic today, of letting things go, things that aren't really necessary to hold on to anymore. People, places, things that continue to to define our day, even when they shouldn't have that power. Every day, are you filling up your cup? Part of letting go is to make sure, where is your cup? Are you always in the kind of the glass half empty? Are you focusing on the negative, all of the bad things? Maybe they just start to creep up every once in a while. Maybe you're starting a job for the first time, but you know you failed at the last 3 jobs. Does that mean you're going to fail at this one? Do we have to allow those thoughts to control and just to kind of seep back into another day? No. We gotta continue to focus on how we're going to fill up our jar. The jar's got to be half full, right? What are we going to do for ourselves to let go of all those negative thoughts, to continue to push forward, setting new goals, focusing on ourselves? How about a new idea? I love this light bulb. We're going to come up with a new idea for the day and a new goal. And so that's going to be your challenge for today, is to draw yourself a little light bulb and start writing down all of the things that you're going to do for yourself today. What are some new goals for yourself? What is a new idea? Maybe your new idea for yourself is to write down those things that you're going to let go, and you're going to put it in an envelope and ship it off, or put it through a shredder. Maybe you have a bonfire pit. You're going to write down all those things you're going to let go, and you're going to burn them because it is therapeutic. Again, it's just kind of like a visual. It just shows your brain, like, I'm done with those things, and I'm not going to let them continue to ruin my motivation, ruin my happiness, ruin my recovery, whatever it is. So write down your light bulb. What are you going to do for yourself today? What's a new idea? What's a new goal? What are some new thoughts about how you're going to proceed with not allowing your past to affect you? Right? That's your challenge for today, is to get your jar out. But most importantly, I hope that what I wanted everybody to get out of this today is just the importance of accepting who you are, what you are, remembering all the things that are inside your control. And that's the only thing is you. You can't control other people. But if you allow other people to control you, it just feels icky. And we let those situations time and time again cause stress and depression and anxiety. And it builds and it builds, and we lose ourselves, and we lost our happiness. And we slowly but surely start to realize that we're living our life for other people who don't matter, right? And so my hope is that we can learn to just continue to let those things go, because it does ruin our motivation. It hurts our recovery. It really prevents us from seeing all of the good things that are around us, because those people or those situations continue to drag us down when they don't have to. And so we need to make sure we're eating our meals a day, we're drinking our water, go for a walk, Find some peace, journal, meditation, whatever it is that you need to do to care for yourself. Take a step back. Sometimes we need to recognize that it was a tough day, but leave that day here. Don't let that follow on for the next one. Maybe somebody did something or said something that created a bad day, but don't let that carry on, okay? So letting go is so important. I know it's not easy. Trust me, I understand this firsthand. It's very, very difficult to let go. But if we don't, it holds us back. And I know that the reason why many people watch every morning, reach out to their supports, and are working on the recovery is because they want more and they want to follow through with their goals and they just want to have good things in their life. But in order to do that, we really have to make a pledge to ourselves that from here on forward, the things that have affected us before will not affect us going forward. So that's your challenge for today. Write in the light bulb. What are some new things for yourself? What are you going to do for you? What are you going to do to make sure that you are really capitalizing on today and not allowing anything else to get in that way? Ooh, I rhyme. And write down your gratitude. What are you grateful for? And those are the things that we have to focus on. So happy Monday. It's August 2nd. Take good care of yourself. Let go of things and focus on all of the good around you. Get outside, get some fresh air, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.